Yes, welcome everyone back here, and we're just about to get underway here in the VYCM. Great chat there with Steph Phillips, of course, the vice captain of the Notch Raiders, and Taylor Lee, of course, from the Notch Raiders, the captain of the team in VYC. And well, we're going to see a great game between these two teams, Dandenong and Hawthorn in VYC men. Andrew, these two teams have had some great battles in the past, and no doubt, hopefully we'll see another great battle this afternoon.
Yeah, I don't know too much about the Dandenong team this year. I haven't seen, this will be my first time to see them. And of course Hawthorn's rung the changes as well. They've got quite a few new players into the squad, a new coach. So it'll be interesting to see how both teams go.
So we're about underway, and here we go. The tip-off is won by the Rangers, and here we go. So here comes Dandenong with the first possession of this game, and it's a turnover straight away. That's Jack Barry, drives to the basket, banks it home. Good start. 2-0 score. Here comes the Dandenong Rangers. Led by Lee. That's the Trent Lee variety. Here's him now. Far side. Back now to Lee. Drives. Backs out to the top. Here's the two on the way. Short. And then a foul's been called. Well, I'm tipping Dandenong to win this game only because they're playing at home. Ball back into play on the baseline. First foul in the first 35 seconds. Here's a three on the way. On target. Banks it up the glass there by Saunders. And the margin now is 1. 3-2 score. Great start to this game. Goes back into play here.
Yes, Hawthorn has been very competitive over the last 3 seasons. Of course, they had Ben Waldron there for quite some time, and he was the real outstanding player for them.
Of course, now playing in the senior team, actually. It's great to see. Here's Dandenong now. We're a fadeaway jumper, no good that time, and here they come up the floor here. Of course, Hawthorn used to be coached by D-Mac, and now is the coach is now Sean King. Foul's been called against Dandenong. Of course, in the earlier game, it was Frankston 86 defeated Sherbrooke 43 in VYC men. Frankston and Bendigo about to get us underway in the other game very shortly. Ball back into play here. Here's a three on the way. All short that time, and here they come now for Dandenong as they're bringing up the court. Lots of handles, but this time there's a foul. Falcons TV and Smash FM. 3-2 score. Earlier today, it was a 80-30 win by Not So Waverley in VYC women. In VYC men, it was 86-43 Frankston over Sherbrooke.
That's right, and we're also streaming live on the Dandenong Rangers YouTube channel. So if you're listening online and you want to catch the live stream, either check out the Dandenong YouTube channel, or you can go to the BigV Facebook page and you should find, or the Smash FM Facebook page, and or even Falcons TV, and find the links to the stream.
Correct. So here we go. Back at the top here for Dandenong. 3-2 score. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Here's the two on the way. Banks it on there by Jack Saunders. The margin is 5-2. Back down the other end now. 5-2 score in favour of Dandenong. I've got a mental blank there for a moment. It's lost the dribble that time. Got it back inboard now. This is Pryor. Drives around the baseline. Here's the two on the way. Misses off short. Rebound now, and here comes Dandenong. And then leading this game by 3 points. Now, Saunders, who's been on fire so far. Left side now, back to the top. Here is Lee. Fadeaway jumper, short. Rebound now as they try to hustle for the rebound. That time was Kerrigan. And back to the top now. Lee with the ball, 6 on the shot clock. We're down to 5. Back to the right. Here's the 3 on the way. Misses that time by Saunders, but Kerrigan almost got the offense rebound. Put back short. Rebound now, and off they go. Got it back into play just in the nick of time. Here's a chance here for Matt Breathing. No good. Rebound now by Dandenong. Here's Saunders. Bounce pass to Lee. Back to Saunders. Left side. Back to the top. Down on the baseline. Crichton for 2. Banks it home. 7-2 there by Crichton. And the margin now is 5 points. And Dandenong starting to pull away early. Lost the handles there. And here comes the Dandenong Rangers. 7-2 score. Left side. Bounce pass off the hands. Out it goes. 7-2 in favour of Dandenong over Hawthorn. Will Taylor and Andrew Seabrook, Dandenong Basketball Stadium. VYC men, the Moreton VYC men, hopefully enjoying our coverage. You can see a crowd just starting to come in at the moment. Of course, if you're trying to find a car park, forget it. And swings it in board back to the right now as they're trying to swing. Here's Saunders, a foul. No, it doesn't count.
Yeah, I think they've called it.
Have they?
I think so. No, they've waved away.
Ooh. That would have been very close, Andrew. I would have gone with the continuous play there. 7-2. 13 foul on Hawthorn. We're just hoping it doesn't get to a blowout situation right now. Back to the top. Here's a 2 on the way. No. Rebound, and there's a foul. And it's assessed against number 40 for Dandenong. And that is Peting. That is his first. Ball back into play here. Here is Rose. Rose with the ball now. Bounce passes too well. To his bench, really, but deflected out of bounds. So Barry to put it back into play here. Bounce passes back to the top. Now here we go. This is Skilton with it. Here's a 2, short there by Rose. Oh, and then, well, an unnecessary foul there by Skits. And that is his second. Must say, a former Dandenong player is doing pretty well on the PA announcing here, Claire Pappas. Of course, former WNBL player here at Dandenong. And Townsville for that matter.
Yeah, it's good to see them getting involved, and there's another foul.
There's another foul.
And that's the 5th, so that'll take the Dandenong player to the line.
I don't know, Andrew, but I just think Hawthorn a little bit too aggressive at the moment. And then they sort of need to take care of their defense, because they're putting Dandenong at the line at the moment, and so far Dandenong's making them pay for it. Well, that's my view anyway. So, mates both at the line, 9-2. Dandenong in front. Here's the full court press. Right side now. Here's a 3. Short there by Skilton. Picks up the offensive rebound. Rose for a 3. Short. Rebound. Missed. And here they come now. Dandenong leading by 7. Hawthorn with possession. Drives in. His barrier fadeaway jumper. Short. Rebound with a putback. Banks it on that time there by Benton. And the margin now is 5 points, 9-4. Saunders for 3. Got it! Money in the bank. 8-point game. 12-4 score. Turns it over. Down the other end. Oh, look at that. That's a great shot there by Pennington. And the margin now is, 10 points. 14-4. Turnover by Hawthorn. Here they come. I would say right now, Andrew, Coach Sean King for Hawthorn will have to call a timeout and get his team back on track.
Yeah, he's up on his feet. He's looking a little bit agitated at the moment.
Here's a 2 on the way. Misses. And Hawthorn lucky not to concede another one. Drives it back down. Here's, great play by Barry. By Rose that time. And that cuts the margin back to 8. 14-6. They don't want to get this game out of hand now. Here's a 3 again. Well, Saunders has been on fire from downtown, and it's 17-6. Drives in now for Barry that time, short, and a foul against Hawthorn, and that's the bonus. And I've got a feeling Coach Sean King says, I've had enough of what I'm seeing right now. Let's call a timeout. With the score at 17-6 with 3:29 remaining, Morton, VYC men, and Andrew Dandenong has put Hawthorn completely bamboozled.
Yeah, they're struggling. They're struggling at the moment. There's, Zach Rose has done quite a reasonable job of trying to get back there, although he did lose the ball in the back court, which led to a quick basket. But yeah, they're just not looking composed at all. They're rushing everything. I think you're right. They're probably trying to press too hard, which has got them into foul trouble. And with 3.5 minutes to go, that could be very, very expensive.
And I just think Dandenong at the moment playing almost a picture-perfect first term, hitting the outside shots, driving all the way to the basket, and putting Hawthorn's defensive line in a lot of, leaking a lot of points.
Yeah.
17-6 score here. Let's have a look at the other game, VYC women. And, only 5.5 remaining in that first quarter. Now, I know I said during the week that Bendigo is going to beat them by 20. Well, it's at the moment it's tied at 6 apiece. So early stages in that one, no. Okay, at the line for Dandenong is Braden Flanagan, who banks the first. Don't forget as well, on Sunday, it is the WNBL Grand Final, Townsville and Bendigo up in Townsville. So the scenery has changed for the last 2 seasons, and now in Townsville this year.
Yes, that could have been a very interesting result if Dandenong had got up and made the finals and got a home final there. We could have had a very interesting scenario with this tournament.
Correct. Unfortunately, they got crushed out in the first week against Sydney after leading by 16. But Dandenong, there's no mistakes so far. This one, there's a foul being called against Dandenong. That's their third. Foul's on number 11. That's Riley Wood. Here's first. I tell you what, Coach Mark Barker, he must be pretty happy with Dandenong's the way they're playing so far. And there's another foul. Basket waved off anyway. That's a fourth. So I tell you what, Hawthorn's done pretty well. Just to, haven't got a foul themselves, but now the shot clock's at 14. So Rose, in we go. 3 on the way, short. That time by Cairns, and here they come up the other end here to the right side. This is Jacatine. Back up for 2 away. Banks it on that time there by Amsley. And the
very good drive. Great drive under the bigs.
21-6.
The Dandenong team is playing with a lot of confidence.
Correct. Hawthorn need to find something. And, oh, somehow. No, it's out of bounds. It feels like this is not the Hawthorn team that we all know in the past. They're not. They've just been a little flat at the moment. Ball back into play. Hawthorn got really, well.
What?
Nowhere to go. I don't know what's going on at the moment.
Well, I have absolutely no idea why they ran that inbound play.
It's just a little.
The only way they can get their players to go is to pop out, which means it's very easy for the defence to read. So, really strange. So now they're in a much more traditional box set. They'll either run it as a cross or they'll flash diagonally. No, they're running a one down.
Well, they've got to hurry up. They've got 1 second on the shot clock. And they missed. So that's a bad offensive play by Hawthorn. Messed up the 2 plays there they had. Here they come now. 21-6 score. Bounce pass inboard. No, out it goes. VYC men. More than VYC. Round 1, part 1. Here's a 2 on the way. Short, rebound now, and off they go. Long pass. That time. This is a chance here now. This is Branco. To the right now. This is Rose. Down on the baseline. Up for 2. Short. That time by Pryor, and here they come up the court here. Left side. Drives in now. Saunders doing a great job so far. This is Lee. Out it goes. Must say, Andrew, great crowd for this men's game compared to what we saw in the women's.
Yeah, it's about a third as much again. So I thought the women's game was really well attended. Of course, as other games start on other courts, you'll find the crowd will fluctuate. But yeah, no, look, it's quite a good game. And again, the great thing is that you got the players from all different teams here watching.
21-6 score. Up for 2. Short. Rebound now. Oh, no. Now, oh, hang on. That goes back to Hawthorn.
Yeah, he stepped out of court with it.
Hawthorn just needs to regroup right now and really find the way we all know Hawthorn can play. Rose. Bounce passes now. In the hands of Benton. Drives in, swings it out. Here's the 2 on the way this time by Cairns. Short. Rebound. And here comes Dandenong. Wood with the ball. Lost it, got it back though. Lee with it now. Trent Lee. And guess what? It's a 3-second violation. Into the Pawtucket minutes. Watson on HV Bundoora scoreboard, 21-6 score. Hopefully enjoying our coverage here on Falcons TV, Smash FM, and on the Dandenong Rangers YouTube channel. Wherever you're listening, around Melbourne, around the country, and around the world. Foul's been called against Dandenong. That is their 5th team foul. That's the penalty. We're going to line. Crichton has picked up his first. That's the bonus. And to the line is Jack Branco. And missed the first. It seems like Hawthorn, I know they haven't got their shooting right at all. Defensive leaking a couple more points than they want to. Bank 1 2, 21-7. Question that I ask you, Andrew, which we'll talk about at quarter times. What can Hawthorn do? And what would the coach be saying at quarter time? But we'll leave that one to quarter time. 21-7 score here.
Oh, great spin move.
Misses that time. Rebound now. Ooh. Out it goes.
This young lad's...
Riley Wood.
Riley Wood, yeah. He's been very, very active.
So here comes Hawthorn. Branco foul. $16.5. Well, they've got to get in the double figures, Hawthorn, somehow. Don't know they're going to get in this quarter. Well, it's been the typical first quarter so far for Hawthorn, Andrew. They haven't hit their foul shots, haven't hit any field goals in a while, and they're leaking a lot of points to Dandenong at the moment. Dandenong, last play, 9 seconds, banks it home that time there by Pennington, and a foul again being called against Dandenong, and this one's on Crichton. That's his second with 3.8. Substitutions for Dandenong, and Crichton comes off. He's had a great game so far. And Jake Branco will have his third chance at the free throw line. He's made 2 from 4 so far. He makes one to come. Makes both. Well, guess what? Hawthorn's in double figures. They're on 10. 23-10, last play. Wood! Yes! What a buzzer beater! That time by Riley Wood. And at quarter time, it is Dandenong 25, Hawthorn 10. And Andrew Seabrook, Riley Wood has come alive in the first quarter.
Yeah, I was really impressed with him. He's really working hard to get there on that. So I'm very, very impressed.
What can Hawthorn do? They're down by 15. They've played their worst quarter.
Look, it's the same as we had in the last game with the women. At this point, he's just got, the coach has got to be saying, like, we just win 3 minutes. We win the first 3 minutes. We win the second 3 minutes. And we just, the individual little things, get them right. Because they're not getting the big things right. And that's really where it is. That's where it is. It's not going to help them do much else, unfortunately.
And I say, I guess if you were Dandenong, nothing much really needs to change, really.
No, although I'd be a bit concerned by the way they started fouling in that last 2 minutes. It wasn't needed. They had the guys on the ropes. They just didn't need to. They didn't need to do that.
Well, let's see how this second quarter pans out. And it's going to the right of your radio dials, or right of what you're watching here on Falcons TV and on the Dandenong Rangers YouTube channel. Will Taylor, Andrew Seabrook from the Dandenong Buzzers Stadium. Underway here. And there's Saunders. Pass it now to Lee. Back to Saunders. Pass on the left side. Now this is Jackatine. Bounce pass off a double team. Back on the top now. Left side. Here's a chance here. Bounce pass. Here's a 2. Got it. Great start for the Rangers, Andrew. It's 27-10. Hawthorn. Dandenong. Playing man on man at the moment. Morton VYC. Rose. Now the chance here now for Hawthorn. Fadeaway jumper. Short there by Pryor. And here they come up the court here now for Dandenong. We'll have a look at how the BYC women's game going. Frankston and Bendigo very shortly. Here's a fadeaway jumper. Oh, not sure with that one. Missed that time. And here they come up the floor here. 27-10 score. They're playing on their home courts. Branco. Now to Rose. right side. Drives in, and a foul. (27-10). 8:47 remaining. And what did he miss the first?
Certainly did.
Tell you what, Hawthorn they've made it to the foul line, but it's been the same person in the last 5 attempts. And unfortunately, they haven't actually made them pay for it. They've split 1 from 2 that time. So he's around about 5 from 10 at the moment. 27-11. Here they come now, back to left. Dandenong in control. Down low post. Drives in, up and under. Misses that time by Pennington. Almost get his own rebound. Put back, no good. Rebound now, and it goes to Barry. Chance here now. This is Cairns. Banks it home. Now they've got to make some stops here, Hawthorn. They're down by 14. What can they do? Left side. Back to the top. 27-13 score. This is Saunders, who's been on fire from this range. Got it. 30-13, Andrew. Saunders, they've hit the last 3 or 4 shots from downtown. Sorry, Branko. Inboard now, 9 on the shot clock, drives, and we'll count it. Great play there by Jack Barry, and he will go to line for the bonus.
Better start to Hawthorn. They've come out with a little bit of fire and got Dandenong in foul trouble fairly early on. So,
and VYC women 21-12 Bendigo over Frankston. Just started the second quarter. Back to this one, no. Missed the bonus, and then, a shot was missed that time for Hawthorn. And here they come down on Saunders again, same position. Short rebound now, and a foul's been called against Cairns.
Great rebound from Oddity there.
It is.
Second personal foul, making the Cairns.
7:23 remaining. Ball back in. Short, out of bounds. Sticked his foot out of bounds as soon as he caught it.
Good pickup.
So Barry with the ball. They need to make some inroads here, Hawthorn. And that's not the way to do it. They've missed it. Rebound now. Wide open 3. Short, Riddens in and out. Another offensive rebound by Hawthorn. It's Benton. Gives it out to Branko. Branko. Gives it now. Back to the top. Here's Barry for 3. Short. Rebound. Another offensive rebound by Hawthorn.
4 in a row.
Now, this is Ansel Skits. Bounce pass. Almost lost it. No, this might be a foul against Dandenong here. Now we see the Hawthorn we're used to, Andrew, picking up offensive rebounds, going for the boards. They miss a shot, and then Dandenong's now called a timeout, and it's frustrating Coach Mark Barker there for the Dandenong Rangers, and he's had enough of what he's seen, and he's got to call a timeout with his ball club leading by 15 points. And Andrew, a much better second quarter by the Hawthorn Magic.
Yeah, it certainly was. Certainly was.
6:42 remaining, 30-15 score. And it's been a great quarter so far. In other games today, of course, early today we saw, well, a bit of a blowout. Knox 80, Waverley 30 in VYC women. In VYC men, it was Frankston 86, Sherbrooke 43 in VYC men. At the moment, 8:06 remaining, and Frankston off to a good start. 21-14 in that second quarter, 7:52 remaining. Against a Bendigo team which anyone expects should possibly make the grand final. So 30-15. Ball back into play. 11 on the shot clock. Here's the 2 on the way. Short. Rebound now, and off they come. Hopefully enjoying it here on Falcons TV, Dandenong Rangers YouTube channel, and on Smash FM. Here's the 2, short. Rebound now by Skids, and off they come here for Hawthorn. Here's Barry. Inboard now, back to the top here. Barry with the ball. Bounce past the Skid. Oh, that's an interesting pass. Here's the 3 on the way, short. Rebound now, and here they come. 22-16 is Bendigo over Frankston, VYC women. Second quarter there. Dandenong with the ball. Jacatine, left side. Here's Chelsea for Thurman. No good. And Dandenong couldn't keep into play there. Out it goes. I've got a feeling, Andrew, they probably need Riley Wood back in this game here for Dandenong.
Yeah, the hustle has definitely gone out of the game.
Foul will go line. And this is Pavan Chelvin at the line. He's a 22-year-old forward. Makes the first. Hawthorn just slowly coming back in this game at the moment. And makes both at the line, 2 from 2. And Andrew, something I have to mention too in this BigV pre-season tournament, there's actually an interstate team as that went home for Dandenong, margin 15, and they almost turned it over with Riley Wood with the hustle play. But there's actually a New South Wales team, actually, from the Central Coast in Newcastle.
Yes, I think there are a number of interstate teams that have entered the tournament. There was an American team supposedly playing in the Premier Division.
I thought they pulled out, have they? Or?
I believe that they were a last-minute withdrawal.
Oh, okay.
Certainly they were on the fixture on Thursday, Wednesday or Thursday.
Hawthorn makes the 2.
But yeah, they seem to have not been able to make it to Australia, which is a bit of a shame because we always enjoy watching whichever American team comes out get beaten.
Correct. 13 points of margin, and obviously coming off that, a lot of teams have picked up some good players out of it too. Grant Johnson from Sherbrooke's one of them.
Yeah, well, there were the two imports from Sherbrooke last season came out of that PSN team, and
they did very well too that year, Sherbrooke.
They did indeed.
Here's a 3. Oh, bakes it home that time there by Braden Flanagan, and the margin is 16. Up to the right side. Now, chance, 3 on the way. Oh, short that time. Rebound now, and off they go now for Dandenong. They're leading by 16, Andrew, and I can't see Hawthorn at the moment, the way they're playing. They can't really, well, that's a foul against Hawthorn. That's their second. That's a shooting 2. I tell you what, as soon as Riley Wood came back on the court, that hustle play has just come back in Dandenong's game.
Oh yeah, it's been a much better effort from them since then.
So it is a 35 to 19, 3:50 remaining. Missed the first. Makes both. So 36-19. If I was Hawthorn right now, I would surely signal the alarm. They're down by 17. Back to the right. Oh, does the bait. Here's the three. Bakes it home that time there by Matt Brady. And the margin is 14. Down the other end, well...
Great vision there from Wood.
Pennington banks it home at 2. Margin 16. And for Hawthorn, that's not what they needed. Drives to the baseline. Bait away jumper. Bakes it home there, but Matt Brady. Timeout Dandenong. And Dandenong leading by 14. But Hawthorn starting to make a bit of a run, and Matt Brady has done very well. Paddy McBrady, 22-year-old guard. As I mentioned, Townsville and Bendigo WNBL Grand Final tomorrow in Townsville. Can Townsville change the scenery with a championship against a team that's beaten them twice in a row?
Well, they would have to be the favourites for this season. They've certainly played better this season than anyone else. Amazing stuff from them. And the great thing was that the game sold out in 20 minutes.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so not only have they filled the RSL stadium up there, Townsville RSL stadium, but which I think takes just over 2,000 people.
Correct.
But they've also arranged, get this, they've also arranged a huge screen, a big screen in the town centre.
Yep.
So it's going to live stream outside. And the local cinema, which is apparently only started, only opened up, is also taking the live stream. So patrons will be able to go in there and watch as well. So that's a fantastic effort from Townsville. Not just simply the team, but also the town.
Correct. Well, I know, Andrew, a couple of years ago, Townsville were on a brink of losing Townsville Flyer a couple of seasons ago.
Yeah, and they are looking, the Crocodiles are looking a little bit...
vulnerable now.
Vulnerable as well.
Oh, that's a bad pass. Sorry to interrupt there, Andrew, but that was an awful pass. But yeah, no, you're right. All of a sudden, it's now flipped, and now the women's team is going to survive, and the Crocs, they've been struggling the last couple of years, all of a sudden might be in real jeopardy up in the far north.
Yep.
Here's the three by Wood. Shorts. And I don't know, it actually hit the top of the backboard there, but they called it. It's going to be a Hawthorn possession. So 40 to 24 now, 2:25 remaining. Drives, banks it home. So margin now is 14, 40 to 26. Bounce pass in board, chance it over. Here they come now. Right side, drives in, up for two, banks it home. Well, Andrew, here comes the Hawthorn run. They're back to 12. And they're playing a very good back end of the second quarter. Wood down low. Here's a two. Miss. Goes for the putback, no good there. And then after all that is a foul. But you can tell that Hawthorn's just starting to pick up the pace.
Yeah, and this is good for the competition. It's as we saw in the last Knox was way, way, way too good for Waverley, at least the way that Waverley was playing today. Hopefully Coach Brenton Gordon can change it around. And the last thing we want to see is a number of similar blowouts in the competition. So for Hawthorn to, even if they lose today, if they can be competitive, that'll be fantastic.
13-point here on the road. Offensive foul.
Yeah, moving screen. Good call.
And it's a success against Noda Odoji. That's his first. Team foul number 5. That's the penalty, but because it's an offensive, they won't go to the line as yet. So Hawthorn's got to take advantage of the team situation at the moment. Foul against Hawthorn. That's their 4th. Now, even though it says the bonus, Barry with a foul. That's his 3rd. And that's going to be a major blow for Hawthorn, with Jack Barry with 3 fouls. Now, they've got the bonus here for Hawthorn, even though Hawthorn's not in the bonus yet. Well, they are now. They will be in the next foul. 41-28, 1 minute 9. Swings it inboard. Lost it. Got it back. It's a great crowd just starting to come in right now to this game. 8 on the shot clock. We're down into the Bataki minute. Right side now. What can they do? Rose, 10 on the shot clock. Drives and banks it home. Margin is 11.
Nice player, Rose.
41-30. Bounce pass. Fadeaway jumper. Short. Here comes Hawthorn. They can close the margin back to a single digits. Shot clock and game clock is barely overlaps. 12 on the shot clock. We're down to 13 seconds. We're down to 6. Jumper up. Offensive foul. Just did a little too much there. That's team foul number 5 because the offensive, they won't go line. Looks like the Waverley Senior women just finished their game.
Yep, and
Wonder how they went. Here's a 2.
they were playing Keilor, which was a Div 1 team, and from the minute or so that I snatched a look at, they were doing all right as Blackburn gets themselves organised to go do there.
Okay. But 41-30, Andrew, in this game, Dandenong and Hawthorn. A good game, and Hawthorn has now made it very, very competitive.
Yeah, they certainly have. They certainly have. And we need to take a break. So we'll be back in about 7 or 8 minutes' time.
And we're back underway here at Dandenong. And Andrew, 41-30 lead here as we get underway in the third quarter. And Hawthorn had put some respectability back on the score in the second quarter. Let's see how they go in the second half.
Yeah, look, they made a much better fist of that second quarter. Got Dandenong into foul trouble early. Were able to take advantage of that. And they certainly, that little passage of play there, they've come out with a bit of energy there as well. Unfortunately,
not a good start to this.
Not a good start.
Not a good start to the third quarter. 43-30. Now, in the other game, Andrew, now I know I mentioned a couple times so far in this broadcast that I did tip Bendigo to win by 20. Well, guess what? Frankston leads by 5 at half time. So they've proven me wrong, haven't they, Frankston?
Yeah, I think Frankston's also picked up a couple of new players as well from some of the other clubs that are quite tidy.
Mel Pry is one of them, because come from Melbourne / Hawthorn. And Banks that too, and Andrew, the same way the first quarter started is the same way the third quarter started for Hawthorn. 45-33. They're going to somehow wheel themselves back in this now. Here is Branco. Passing in board, foul's been called here, and Pryor will go line shooting too. Next game, Andrew, we're going to be seeing is the runner-up from last year. The Bulleen Boomers take on the old rivals in the Dandenong Rangers. And, of course, in the other court, Dime Valley and Elfton. No love lost in that one in VYCM. Back to this one. And it is Pryor at the line. Bates 1 to come.
And, of course, the boys at BigV TV are enjoying the hospitality of the club rooms at the moment.
Yes, I can see that. Well, Andrew, I wonder if my text message I sent to Nathan was during the filming. We might have to keep watch for that one, eh?
Yes, they're obviously filming a segment at the moment.
So at the moment, 47-35, 8:17 remaining here. Because I have Justin Nelson on my show on Monday night at 9 for the Big V Hour Power, and that's a great three-pointer there by Paddy McBrady. And the margin's now back to 9. 47-38. Foul. $47-38 at the moment. One foul apiece. Ball back in. Here's a Chet. Foul again against Hawthorn. It's on Salvin. And you can see, well, I don't know if you can see the flashes on your TV screen, but the flashes normally mean that this photo has been taken behind the scorers and the team's benches.
Yeah.
Here's the three, short. Of course, the photographers do a great job, of course, here at in the Big V. Of course, Barry and the team out there.
Yeah, and that's one of the other things that a lot of the general public doesn't actually understand about this tournament, is that it's not simply all about, you know, creating the best impression you can of your team, although that's part of it. But it's also trying to get that collegiateness across the Big V organisation. There's already been a delegates meeting here today with most clubs represented, and it's also where all of the administrative tasks of the league actually happen at the big prior to the season. So things like, as you mentioned, team photographs and individuals for all of the players. So,
which normally would be put on the Big V on the Sporting Files in particular. And I tell you what, Andrew, while we were talking so far, Hawthorn are on a midst of on about a 7-0 run at the moment.
Yeah, and they've got it down to 5 points. So,
and Dandenong look like the team a little bit disorganised. Here's a 3. No. And a rebound here. Goes with the putback. Bakes it home that time there by Panning. And has, well, Hawthorn, Branco lost the dribble. Foul's been called as against Lee. And, we mentioned earlier that I thought Hawthorn was a little too aggressive. Well, they're still a little aggressive, but they're controlling the defensive end and also the offensive end.
Yeah, they're not. They've adjusted to the reffing really well.
7-point game, 49-42. We finally seen a close one. Here's a 3. No. Well, that time was a little off. And here they come down the other end.
And that's
foul.
Yeah. And that was just a brain fade there.
And that is their third team foul. Both teams with 3.
Yeah. You have the ref standing on top of you like that, you're always going to get called for that sort of contact.
49-42, 6 minutes remaining. Drives to the basket, fadeaway jumper, misses. Rebound now by Benton. So Matt Brady with it, 3 on the way. No. And he had about 16 seconds on the shot clock. So they're rushing a little bit here. 5:50 remaining, drives for 2, banks it home. Margin 9, 51-42. Still a great crowd here, considering obviously there's games on other courts. 9-point game. Drives in board. Oh, great play there by Benton, and James Benton has baked that home. 7-point game. Coming off the dribble now. Back to the top, down on the low post. Not on the shot clock, banks it home that time there by Panning.
So Hawthorn's got to work on another stop.
9-point game. Barry swings it back to the top, down on the left baseline. Here's a 2 on the way. Banks that home. So they're driving the basket a lot more now, Hawthorn, as Benton banks that home. And the margin's back to 7. Now, this is where the problem lies, is at the stop in the defensive end. 4:41 remaining. 3 fouls apiece. Here's a chance, lost the handles, and that's a great stop. Now, can they convert on the offensive end? Here's a 2 by Barry, shorts, and now they'll have to try to make another stop. Third quarter action from Dandenong. 53-46. Here's a 3. Oh, misses. Put back. Banks it home. There by Kane Ansley. And Andrew, all of a sudden, that 5-point lead they got it down to, it's back out to 9. Drives to the basket, and he's been fouled. And Harry Skilton will go line. Timeout's been called. Timeout with 3:55 remaining here. And it is Dandenong by 9 in this game. Let's have a look at some other scores for you. Frankston are holding on to a 3-point advantage. 42-39 over Bendigo. It's great to see. What I might do sometime during the tournament is maybe get some New South Wales players coming up and have a chat with us. But that's sometime during the tournament. Hopefully today or tomorrow, depending on how much time we're going to have during each game. Earlier today, Frankston being Sherbrooke in VYCM by 43, and it was Knox by 50 over Waverley in VYC women. coming up next. Diamond Valley North and VYC men. But we will cover the VYC women's game between Dandenong and Bulleen. Of course, you can listen to this coverage on Smash FM, on Facebook, Twitter, and on the website, on Falcons TV, on Facebook, and where else can they tune into Falcons TV?
All over the place.
All over the place, that's it.
All over the place.
And of course on the Dandenong Rangers YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Makes the first. Bulleen's just turned up. Ready for their, well, redemption. Missed one from two. Then here they come. 47-55. Up the floor we go. And here they come up the floor. Foul's been called. And makes the first. Makes the second. 57-47. So, margin's 10 points. Dries up. Barry, long side, back to the cross here now. Hawthorn down by 10 all of a sudden. Rose, foul by Wood.
Second personal foul, Riley Wood.
So Zach Rose going to the line.
He is, that's the bonus.
Played a couple of seasons at Waverley Juniors, and in the Youth League comp. Moved to Hawthorn a season ago, I think.
Margin back to 9, break at the line. Here they come now. Drives up for two, misses, rebound foul.
And the foul's going to be on Hawthorn.
No, it's against Dandenong, offensive.
No, Dandenong.
Offensive
Wow.
foul. And the fans down here, well.
Yeah, they like that. I rather suspect the guys down here don't have a lot of time for Dandenong.
No. I don't think. Sis missed the first. Well, missed both at the line, but got tapped back with the offensive rebound. No good. Rebound now, and off they go. Down the floor here. This is Jacatine, and no good. Five minutes to go in VYC women, all tied up at 42. Frankston and Bendigo. 9-point game this one. Fadeaway jumper. Got it. Andrew, we've got it back to 7 points again.
Yeah, interesting. The big fella couldn't get the free throws or the
Put back.
very short jumper, but he nailed that last one.
Another foul against Dandenong. And that's the bonus. I tell you what, Andrew, They're doing a good job, Hawthorn.
If Hawthorn can be disciplined about this, yeah, so if they can be disciplined about this, sink the free throws, they could actually go into the final term with a bit of a shot.
Well, missed the first. They just haven't hit they haven't hit free throws when they need it. Wow, none from 4 in the last 2 trips at the line. See, if they made those 4 free throws, the margin will be 3 by now. So Rose with the ball, swings it back now. They've got 4 on the shot clock. Here is Barry, short, rebound by Wood. Can Dandenong make them pay for missing free throws? Margin now currently at 7. The halftime margin was 11. Wood misses. Another offensive rebound. Fresh shot clock. Close now. Back to Wood. Here's the chance here. This is Saunders, who was on fire early. Here's a 2. Missed. Rebound now by jump ball. It's going to Dandenong. At least there's a lot of murmur around here now than what we heard a little bit earlier today.
Ref's doing a good job of that, basically letting the guys know that they've gone as far as they can. They're not going to be given the opportunity to escalate that issue.
Inboard, no. Rebound, and here they come up the floor. Hawthorn can close the margin to 5. Well, not with Riley Wood right there, and the pass was just no good at all on the double team. And it is down with possession. Now, Dandenong down to 9. Here's a 2. Wood, short, almost got the other offensive rebound. Foul's been called. That puts Hawthorn down on still in the bonus. So personal on Wood. I think that was for reaching, I think. So all of a sudden, Hawthorn's gone line now. They went to the line twice and missed all 4 attempts until now. They got one to come. One out 2. And Andrew, in the last 3 attempts at the free throw line, actually I'll get back to you on that one. And Hawthorn has closed the margin back to 4 with Cairns backing at home. Margin 4.
Now they're pressing, making it harder for them to get there.
Pawtucky minute. Saunders bakes the 3. Money in the bank.
Back out to 7.
7-point game. 60-53. 49 seconds left in the Pawtucky minutes.
So just like that, all that hard work can be undone.
Now here's the 3 to retaliate. No good. Rebound by Hawthorn. Hawthorn just starting to hit at the boys at the moment. Drives up for Barry. No good. And a jump ball. It's going to Hawthorn. A bit of feeling going on out there too on the court. Now, just going back, Andrew, Hawthorn, 3 times they've gone to the free throw line, and they've only made 1 out of 6.
Well, there you go. There you go. 5 points difference, and they're right into it. So,
and Hawthorn's made the cardinal sin and turned it over on their own front court. So margin is 7. We've got 1 second to end the game. The shot clock. We're down to 30 on the shot clock. Misses. Rebound. Now Hawthorn, all they have to do is hold the ball as much as possible and then make a very good shot. Down to 2. Down to 1. Here's the 2. No. Great third quarter by Hawthorn. But they're down by 7. 60-53, Andrew. We've got a very interesting third quarter underway.
Yeah, I don't think you're right about hold the ball and take the shot. I think they should have been driving because they had the advantage of the foul, the bonus. That's where I would have been putting the effort. As it was, they held it till too long. He got a bad shot off. No.
So in the other game, VYC women, and tell you what, we must be ahead because they've got 2:43 remaining on the third. Bendigo lean by 5, 51-45. And Andrew, both teams in the bonus, Frankston and Bendigo all have 7 fouls in the quarter so far. So this will be interesting now. Andrew, what's going to happen now in the last quarter?
Well, if you'd asked, well, you did ask me that. You'd asked me that earlier, but you know, I was pretty much resigned to seeing that Dandenong was going to walk away with this game. But to Hawthorn's credit, they have come back and they've made a contest out of it. And as I said earlier in the broadcast, gee, that's the least they want out of that game. So we're being presented with a really good little game at the moment.
Of course, if you're in the area, and I'm putting a shout out right now, Andrew. But if you're in the area and you're listening to this coverage and you're keen to come on radio or even on TV to help us out a bit, please do. Just putting the word out there, Andrew. Because the queue at the canteen right now is just getting worse.
Oh, I tell you, we'd certainly like, you know, the coffee monitor would be good, or the milk monitor, whatever you want. Because we're certainly not.
So Dandenong bashed up to the third quarter. Hawthorn picks it up. Oh, great! Somehow kept it into play there by Chelvin. And Rose with the ball. Bounce pass now, Chelvin. This would be a great start for Hawthorn if they can score first. No. Rebound now. So, down now. It's a 1-on-2. It's a 2-on-3 now. Bounce pass, imports, rinse it in. Well, out it goes. Margin is 7, 9.5 remaining. Bounce pass. Drives up for 2. Base it in there by Ology. And the margin is 9. 62-53. Barry. Bounce passes now. Here's Cams with 3. Missed. Rebound. Oh, that was a bad mistake. And Barry says, thank you very much. I'll put that in for 2. Foul's been called against Hawthorn. And Andrew, that was probably a bad blunder by Dandenong, going for the rebound, then which cost them 2 points.
Yeah. And it's again all those little things that make all the difference. So, you know, good decisions on court, really important.
Well, let's hope it doesn't bite them in the butt here, Dandenong. Here's the 2 on the way. Misses that time. Oh, goes for the rebound there by Cryington. And the margin is 9.
Back out to a decent margin. Hawthorn's got all the work to do yet again.
Foul.
And there's a foul.
As Rose goes for the ball this time. Must tell you, the court announcer's doing a great job there. Of course, a former player, WNBL player. For Dandenong, of course. Here is Barry. No. Rebound now. I don't know, Andrew, but Hawthorn's just starting to rush their shots a little too much now. And then Dandenong's just turned it over. I must say, both coaches will have a lot of work to do next week during training. $64.55. 8:12 remaining. Drives in, banks it home. So Hawthorn's cut it back to 7. Now need a stop here, Hawthorn. In the hands of Flanagan. Now to Lee. Lee with the ball. Bounce past the inboard. Here's the 2. Short. Another offensive rebound. Hang on. Did that go in?
It did indeed.
Wow.
Rolled round.
Back to 9 again. Tell you what, I'm sure that missed. But anyway, Rose with the ball. Swings in ball for Hawthorn. This is Matt Brady. Back to Barry. 3 on the shot clock. Will have to drive. And base it home. And we're back to that 7-point lead again. Bendigo have run away in the third quarter. It's 13 points. Maybe my 20-point predicament is about to come true. Turns it over. Down the other end. Drives. Foul. Blocking foul. Great crowd here. Just starting to build very well.
Yeah, as I said, it's
especially
good.
To our right.
It's good. This is the great thing about this tournament. It gives everybody across the Big V competition a chance to see snatches of what the other leagues are like, the other divisions are like.
5-point game now, Hawthorn. 66-61. A very tight quarter. 6.5 remaining on the Watson Holden HSV Bundoora scoreboard. Lee. Here we go. He goes back inbound for the bounce pass and bangs it home there by Pennington. Margin now is 7.
Yeah, not good defense there from the Magic.
Rose with the ball now. Drives in. Goes back inboard to Kevin. Oh, who did very well there for Dandenong. Chatham tried to go up to the shot. Uh-oh, here's the 3 by Saunders. Way off.
Another court.
Another offensive rebound. And a squatted away here. Just got to make it time. Long pass inboard. Almost lost it. This is in the hands of McBrady. And out it goes. And both teams starting to rush it.
Yeah, I think the refs missed an out of bounds there, but it turned out okay for Hawthorn.
Ball back into play. Here's the chance here. Pryor banks it home. Margin 5. Now they need to stop. Of course, Dandenong would like to thank Sweps and Preston Motors and the city of Dandenong. Greater Dandenong, of course. Proud sponsor of the Dandenong Rangers. Back to this one. Margin is 5. 68-63. Dandenong with the ball. Leading by 5. 4 on the shot clock. Down to 2. Down to 1. On the buzzer. No. Offensive rebound. Banks it on there. And Dandenong starting to get all the hustle plays again. Halfway stage to the last. 70-63. Lost the handles. Got it back. Here's Branko. Banks it home. Margin is 5. And Andrew, we've sort of flown around the 5.5 to 7 point mark at the moment. Hawthorn need to stem the flow. That's almost on. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Offensive rebound, offensive foul. And Andrew.
Yeah, the Hawthorn intensity on defence has certainly been very good the last 2 or 3 minutes.
Timeout to Dandenong. They've used their second timeout. In the other game, it's Bendigo 63, Frankston 48, 7:34 to go, VYC women. Coming up next is Diamond Valley and Eltham and Bulleen and Dandenong. We'll cover the the Bulleen Dandenong game. Well, good game so far. We've actually seen a close game.
Yeah, it has been very good. As I said, the signs in the first quarter were not that particularly good, but they certainly have made a fist of it, has Hawthorn. And even if they go down here, I think they'll end up taking this as good signs for the season.
Of course, Andrew, this is part 1 of round 1 in VYC, because obviously they had the tournament here, which is round 1, and then the proper round 1 starts next week, Andrew.
It certainly does.
And I know went down to the family day down at Waverley a couple of weeks ago. I know all the Waverley teams are pretty pumped up to do much better than last season.
Yeah, and it was a great day too. An initiative that, yes, I know a lot of other clubs have done, but a slightly different format for Waverley. And we had 300-400 kids and parents there. It was a fantastic day. And thank you for helping out as well.
No problem at all. Branko missed a 3, and then a foul's been called here. It's 2 shots here for Tom Pryor. That's the penalty coming up here in the next foul. And all of a sudden, Andrew, if you can make these 2 free throws, we're down to a 3-point game. Missed the first.
Yeah, I was trying to think very, very carefully about how I was going to respond to that if you can make the 2 free throws.
1 from 8 so far for Hawthorn in the last couple of attempts.
Yeah, look, they have not been good on the free throw line, and
Dandenong, can they make the pay?
Oh,
yes, they can.
And they pick up the foul too.
Well, Hawthorn should have easily cut it back to 3 at the line. Has now turned around, and Dandenong could push the lead back out to 8. And this might be costly for Hawthorn. Oh, tell you what, both teams can't shoot from the line at the moment. Margin is 7.
No, but who picked up the rebound?
Dandenong.
Dandenong, yeah.
Here's Pennington again, shorts. Here comes Hawthorn, and I tell you what, Dandenong hasn't quite made them pay for it. Up we go now, Branko foul. Now, here we go again. Team penalty for Dandenong, and Hawthorn are at that dreaded free throw line. And I have to say dreaded because they're 1 from 8 in the last quarter and a half. Let's be fair. They're 1 from 8.
Yeah.
Now, if they actually shot, thank you for
what we should do is actually check out the actual shooting percentage there and see how they're going on that.
68-50 Bendigo. Now, what happened there? Did they make 1 or 2?
They made 1 of 2.
So they're technically not. Andrew, do you want me to tell you how they're going at the free throw line?
Well,
have a guess, and I'll tell you exactly how they're going.
I'd be thinking about 15% myself. Maybe a bit more.
Well, they're 12 from 25.
Oh, that's actually a little bit more than I thought.
And Dandenong are 8 from 13. But, well, in this quarter, they're 2 from 12 alone. Jump ball going to Hawthorn. Even though, actually, incorrect, they're 13 from 27 at the line, but they're 2 from 12 so far in the last couple of times at the line. So Hawthorn, down by 6. Can get it to 3 or 4, they can make it. Oh, got it! Oh, I tell you what.
Well,
Tell me.
I'd like to look at that on the videotape again, but I thought he had position there.
I thought I did too. I almost called it offensive foul there. I almost called it offensive foul. But it was called for blocking foul. Now, Hawthorn, can they make a free throw? They're 2 from 12. Terrible. Here we go. 2 from 12 the line. They need to make at least 1. Let's see what happens. Well.
They get it. There you go.
They got the margin back to 3. 2.5 remaining. It's a deja vu for Dandenong.
Odyssey back on the court.
Here's the 2 on the way for Ology. Shorts. Can they get it within a tie game or a 1-point game?
Yeah, and one thing, Dandenong's not been crashing the boards as much.
Uh-oh.
Maybe they're concerned about fouls, but...
Drives in, up for 2, shorts. Sorry, Andrew. Continue. And Ology bangs it home, back to a 5-point game. 74-69. What a great finish we're going to have here in Dandenong. Here's a 3. No. Rebound now. Hawthorn resets. Barry. Oh, well, that's an awful pass. And a foul's been called. And that's their 3rd. And Andrew, the rebounding count, it's 48-29 in favour of Dandenong. Timeout by Hawthorn. Well, Andrew, on Falcons TV, Smash FM and Dandenong Rangers YouTube channel, we've got a very entertaining last 2 minutes left.
We certainly do. This is a good timeout from the Hawthorn coach. The last minute down the floor, the Hawks have... Hawks. Wrong code. The Magic have been looking quite flat along the way, and that a good example of that was that last foul there where the guy didn't move his feet. He just decided to try and reach in. So now he needs to get them refocused, come back out with that energy that they showed at the start of this quarter. And again, they've got to get the stops. At this point in time, they cannot afford to allow Dandenong to get a run.
5-point game, they've closed to win. Quarter time, well, Hawthorn has slowly cut this margin back. They trailed by 15 at quarter time, 11 at half time, 7 at 3/4 time, and now they're down to 5.
Yeah.
5-point game, of course. After this, I'm sure both of us will have a bit of a break.
One would hope so.
Depending on how the Canine line's going. So you here at Dandenong, you'll know why. So no, you Andrew, you've been trying to go to the Canine the last couple of times without too much luck.
Yeah.
Up for 2, foul. That's a shooting foul.
Yeah.
So,
and that's the exact opposite of what the coach would have been asking for. And
can Dandenong make it at the line. They've only been at the line 13 times tonight, or this afternoon, I should say. Ooh, they haven't. Missed the first. Dandenong a none from 2. The last trip's at the line. One from 3. 1 from 2 at the line. 75-69. Hawthorn. They have to close this margin back. The time is against them. It's 1:30 left. Back inboard. Foul. And guess what? We're going back to the line. Now, if Hawthorn Magic Place can hear me right now, please make some free throws. Just, you know, just expressing myself.
Yeah, 6 point gap.
There we go. Makes the first.
Okay, make this basket, get a stop, says the coach.
Makes both. There we go. That's worked. 75-71.
Where was he when we needed him before?
Yeah, exactly. Minute 27 to go. Back to the top now. Hopefully enjoying our coverage here on the Dandenong Rangers YouTube channel, of course, on Smash FM and Falcons TV. 5 on the shot clock. Dandenong could almost put the game out of reach. Here's the 3 on the way. Shorts. And Hawthorn with the rebound. Matt Brady now.
Now they want to drive it. They want to call it, get the foul.
Into the Pawtucket minutes. Here we go. Barry lost it. Got it back. Swings it inboard. 9 on the shot clock. No. Rebound. Foul. Now, do you want me to do this again? Hawthorn has to make free throws. Hawthorn has to make free throws. They've shot 4 from 16 in the last couple of attempts at the line. If they don't make free throws, I know it's early, but Dan will win this game if they don't make these 2 free throws. There you go. The karma has surrounded Dandenong Basketball Stadium.
So what was that percentage? You told us the numbers before, but what was their shooting free throw percentage?
Oh, do I have to?
Yeah.
Well, they're 4 from 18 at the moment. In the last couple of times, they're shooting at 50% from the free throw line overall. I'll get back to you. Dandenong can put the game away here if they can somehow. 1 second on the shot clock. 1 timeout. They're let not to use it. Andrew, they're shooting at 22%. 4 from 18. 3 shorts. I don't think there's enough time, Andrew. Unless they can hit a 3 and a foul.
No,
it's not going to be enough. They got it back to 2. Now, full court press for Hawthorn. Oh, look at this. Got it! Slam dunk! Margin is 4. Timeout, Hawthorn. Wow. For some reason, they didn't pick up, but OG wide open in the backcourt. $77-73. Dandenong, are they home? 5.6 remaining. Are they home?
I think it's all over.
The funny thing is, Andrew, was that Hawthorn went for the full court press, but they forgot about the Dandenong play over here at the back on their front court.
Yeah, look, they needed the time, and if they'd drawn the foul early, takes them to the line. They pick up 1, maybe 2. They still had time, but now they've let Dandenong kick the ball around for about 20 seconds there. I think this is it for them. But to their credit, that was a great fight back because they looked done and dusted in that first quarter, first half even.
Correct. And Andrew, well, they'll have to do a Larry Johnson Eastern Conference Finals Game 3 shots, which was a 3 and a foul, to tie the game. Sorry, I like my NBA, especially my 90s. Here we go, Hawthorn with the ball. They need to get a 3 and a foul like a Larry Johnson 3-point play for New York in the 99 Eastern Conference Finals. Here we go, a 3 on the way! No, and that will do it! 77-73, Dandenong are home by 4 points. What a great game, Andrew, as we're about to sign off.
It was an excellent game. So in the end, a really good game. So as Dandenong
and
girls, Dandenong and Bulleen girls start to look at their turn on the court. And we'll be back shortly.